Good morning, class 6. We had started chapter 2 of your history book, From Hunting, Gathering to Growing Food. So here we have discussed this chapter in the previous two classes, and today we will end the chapter here. So we have talked about the hunter-gatherers, why people in ancient times traveled from one place to another. We have discussed that there were four reasons. First, they stayed at one place for some time, then they exhausted the resources which were available there, and obviously for food they had to move from that place to some other place where they could get the food. Second was that the animals, they moved from one place to another, like the predators, they moved for the smaller animals, and with that the human beings also had to move following the animals, so they also movement was there. Then third was that there was seasonal plants and fruits, trees. So in particular season one food is available and the other one is not, so that was also one of the reasons why people traveled. And fourth and the last, that the water resource, which was very essential, which is water obviously is very essential for all human beings to survive. So for the need of water, like maybe the water, this stream or pond, whichever they were using, was where the water was not there throughout the year, so they had to move in search of water, and that was a place where they could get the animals. They could easily hunt the animals also, because the animals will also come to the pond or stream to quench their thirst. Then we have talked that how the archaeologists, they have got the tools made up of stone, wood and bone, and the tools which are made of stones are most very durable. They have stayed for the long time. We have seen this map where we have different places with different sites, Paleolithic, Mesolithic and other sites, right? Then we have talked about the rock painting which is there in Bhimbetka, and in Bhimbetka is in Madhya Pradesh. Then about the Kurnool caves, where we have from there the the evidence which we have got from these Kurnool caves, they suggest that maybe by that time the people have become familiar with the use of fire. So the fire could be used as a source of light, to roast the meat and to scare away the animals. So three uses of fire can be seen. Then we have talked about how people the ages were divided into different parts, and the word paleo, which means old, and lithos is stone, so old stone age. And then how the divisions were done, that we have studied in the previous class. Then the beginning of farming and herding. So when people started growing grains, and they had grasses, so that gave them they might have got the idea of herding and rearing animals. So they started doing the farming and herding of animals. And here then we have seen that the animals which were domesticated, they were little different from the wild animals. So you can see the pair of teeth here, which shows that the difference between the wild animal and the domesticated animal. So storing animals multiply naturally. This is all we have talked, that what was the use of these animals. They provided with milk, they provided with the source of food and meat whenever it was required. Then finding out about the first farmers and herders. So let's see. Each marks a site from where archaeologists have found evidence of early farmers and herders. They are found all over the subcontinent. Some of the most important ones are in present-day Kashmir and in East and in East and South India. To find out whether these sites were settlements of farmers and herders, scientists study evidence of plants and animal bones. One of the most exciting finds include the remains of burnt grain. This may have been burnt accidentally or on purpose. Scientists can identify these grains, and so we know that a number of crops were grown in different parts of subcontinent. This can also identify the bones of different animals. So these grains, it could have burned accidentally, or maybe people like living in those times, they have burnt it intentionally. That is difficult to find out. Then there was a change and they started having a settled life. And here we have talked about the pit houses that are present in Burzahom, and mm, although it is there across, you can find out at many other places, but here we are talking in context of Kashmir, which Burzahom is in Kashmir. So you can see the tools, there are different kinds of tools. Then many of the earthen pots have also been found, which were decorated, and or which suggests that maybe they were used for storing purpose. The grains would have been stored for future. They could have been stored as a purpose of seed for the next year. So now we have to start with a closer look, living and dying in Mehergarh. Find Mehergarh on map 2. This site is located in a fertile plain near the Bolan Pass, which is one of the most important routes into Iran. Mehergarh was probably one of the places where people learned to grow barley and wheat and reared sheep and goat for the first time. So here people they grew barley and wheat, and here they have reared sheep and goat, and you can say that it was for the first time. It is one of the earliest villages that we know about. At this site, many animal bones were found. Bones of wild animals such as the deer and pig, and also bones of sheep and goat were found. Other finds at Mehergarh include remains of square or rectangular houses. Each house had 4 or more compartments, some of which may have been used for storage. So you can see that what all we have got here, that like archaeologists came to know that wheat and barley was grown, and then they started rearing of sheep and goat. Maybe that was it for the first time. Then they started having a settled life. They had like villages, sort of a village was there, where they had square or rectangular houses, and there is a possibility that one of the compartment or the room was used for the purpose of storing. When people die, their relatives and friends generally pay respect to them. People look after them, perhaps in the belief that there is some form of life after death. Burial is one such arrangement. Several burial sites have been found at Mehergarh. In one instance, the dead person was buried with goats, which were probably meant to serve as food in the next world. So, like, this is something which is still prevalent, like people maybe in that time also believe that once a person dies, maybe the person will again take birth, that is rebirth, right? And in many mythologies, it is still believed that people die and then they again take birth. So in those times, in the burial, they used to keep things, believing that maybe those things which were very near and dear for that person, believing that when he will take birth, he might need those things. So it was kept with him along with his burial. Elsewhere, cave paintings in France. Find France in your atlas. The painting below is from a cave in France. The site was discovered by 4 school children more than 100 years ago. Paintings like this were made about between 20,000 and 10,000 years ago. Many of these were of animals such as wild horses, aurochs, that is like similar to cattle, bison, woolly rhinoceros, reindeer, and bear. painted in a bright colors. These colors were made from minerals like ochre or iron ore and charcoal. So they used these colors, the natural colors were used by them, and it is possible that these paintings were done on ceremonial occasions, or perhaps they were made for special rituals performed by hunters before they went in search of prey. So, like, this is a reason which people might have, like, people now believe. Yeah, we don't know exactly what was their idea of doing such paintings, but then maybe some ceremonial, like they had to mark something, like some ceremonial occasion, or maybe before going for hunting, or some special ritual was performed. So these paintings were done. With this, we end the chapter here, class. Please go through the video properly and do the question answers, which I will be sending you in the next class. Take care of yourselves. Be safe at home. Thank you.